Talk to Me. I saw ads for this movie when it was initially coming out, hyping it up a lot. This happens here and there with indie horror. That's not a bad thing though. Horror films that bring something different to the table tend to get fans excited. Talk to Me is about a group of friends at a small party experimenting with an embalmed hand and are able to communicate with the dead. If they hold the hand and say, "Talk to me," they'll be able to see a spirit. If they said, "I'll let you in," the spirit will communicate with that person who said, "I'll let you in." Let's just say this turns into a pretty popular thing among their group of friends, but with disastrous consequences. Talk to Me is a pretty solid movie overall, and definitely refreshing for the horror genre. The main characters were very memorable and pretty fleshed out. Not a critique here, but for the demographic for this movie is definitely aimed for the high schoolers or college students based on the characters, the setting, and some of the concept. That's not a bad thing. It's just aspects of this movie are going to strike more of a chord with a younger demographic than an old soul like me. The end of the movie, while not a super thought-provoking ending, it probably will have some people thinking about the concept of how spirits work and how they communicate with us. And I actually liked the ending a good bit. My major gripe with this movie, and it could just come down to personal preference, is the people that obtain the embalmed hand. Absolutely nothing happens to them, which kind of angered me because they were a big source of all the horrific events that happened in this movie. One could make the argument that those characters have to live with that guilt, but those characters were pretty crappy people and they kind of just disappeared from the movie at a certain point. Also, do watch this with subtitles because there was many characters that were mumbling through about the first 20 minutes and it was pretty hard to make out what they were saying. I definitely recommend Talk to Me, and I think a lot of horror fans that want something a little more refreshing will enjoy this one. And this is not a bad movie to watch, during October in spooky season. So I say check it out. You might enjoy it actually a lot more than I do, and I still think this was a pretty solid film. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you all enjoyed my mini review of this movie. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up on the video. It does help out the channel a bunch, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.